Welcome to The Play. Hi, I'm Dave Morris. Another week at The Play hitting you. It's still chilly. Who's kidding who? It's cold out there. I'm Dave Morris. This is The Play here on NewsOK.com. We'll take a look at some upcoming stories in the Oklahoman and NewsOK.com. We're going to talk politics, country club, and football. But first, it was another snow day for a lot of students across the Oklahoma City area. Schools were closed Friday and Monday, and many will be closed again on Tuesday. While the main roads are clear, many neighborhood streets still caked in ice, and that makes it treacherous for students who have to walk to school and dangerous for buses to navigate. In addition, school officials were concerned about the slick spots on school property.
I mean, if anybody slips and falls, we all feel responsible for that, so we're trying to make sure that that doesn't happen. But as you can tell by looking outside, I mean, this is, we can work on the front. We might have missed something in the back, so, our biggest concern is everybody's just mindful that, it's not always going to be dry surfaces you're going to be walking on. So that's one thing we kind of worry about, is making sure all of our 43,000 kids make it home safely.
I like his gloves. All right, you can find a complete list of closings on NewsOK.com, and we'll have that completely updated around the clock. The good news, we could see temperatures above the freezing mark soon. Forecasters predict mostly sunny skies on Tuesday and Wednesday. Highs in the mid-30s. Slightly warmer temperatures should continue through the rest of the week. A slight chance of precipitation Thursday night into Friday morning. Members of Congress and their staff are required to look for insurance, for health insurance. It's all part of the Affordable Care Act. Like many people trying to navigate the site, members of Oklahoma's congressional delegation have had trouble buying health insurance and found higher costs when they finally did sign up. We spoke to Washington, D.C. correspondent Chris Castile about the continuing problems with the new healthcare site.
They've encountered all the same kinds of challenges and more that that we've been reading about since these exchanges opened on October 1st. Just spokesman for Congressman Frank Lucas, Republican from Cheyenne, told me he spent at least 5 hours over 3 weeks trying to enroll, and never did really feel like he'd been enrolled or confirmed. Never got any kind of confirmation, so he's always anxious about it. Representative James Langford, the Republican from Oklahoma City, has gone through the same thing, tried multiple times to get enrolled through this exchange for him, his wife, and kids. Finally gave up today, the deadline for enrolling, and sent in a paper application.
That was part of our Skype interview with Chris Castile earlier today. You can watch that video in its entirety online right now at NewsOK.com. A live auction in a courtroom will determine who buys the Gaillardia Golf and Country Club. The club was saddled with heavy debt under its previous owners. Oklahoma City-based First Fidelity started foreclosure proceedings back in June, and the club was placed under receivership. Business writer Brianna Bailey has more on the country club's future and the January auction.
And it looks like there's going to be at least two parties that are interested in buying the property, possibly submitting competing bids in an auction process. One of them is a group out of Newport Beach, California, and they've been buying up troubled golf and country clubs around the country, and for cheap. And then there's also a group of members at Gaillardia that are interested in buying the club that could submit a competing bid.
Thank you, Brianna Bailey. She does a fine job. Hey, we have an energy chat coming up tomorrow. We do every Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock. Energy editor Adam Wilmoth will be joined by Jay Marks and Paul Monies. They will be talking about the local energy companies and that scene. So be sure to tune in on NewsOK.com for that chat tomorrow. OU's Bedlam win gave them a BCS berth. The Sooners will face Nick Saban and Alabama in the Sugar Bowl on January 2nd. But here's the question. Could OU see more of the SEC coach? Let's say Nick Saban takes the Texas job, for example. Bob Stoops and his team could be facing Saban every year. Barry Trammell will explore the scenarios in Tuesday's edition of the Oklahoman. High traffic month so far on NewsOK.com between the weather and sports, and we'll have plenty of both of those topics in upcoming editions of the Oklahoman and NewsOK.com. Stay warm, stay safe, and have a great Monday night, everyone.